back. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be my quick review, my TV chat, okay, for Black Ink Crew, New York, Black Ink Crew, Compton. We were just live for a whole gossip chat, and I am back, okay. I do not think this will be long, so I'm not going to hold y'all up too much, okay. Thank you for live watchers, because it's like 10 p.m., okay, and I'm ready to put my foot up. But I hope everybody had a good night. Okay, if you were not here for the live chit chat, make sure to go watch that great time we had. Okay, talking for like an hour and a half. It's always an amazing time. We come here and have good chit chat with each other. Okay, with each other. Now I will be live tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow, what I'm doing is after snowfall, I am doing an after show chat every week for snowfall. I don't want to have to review it regularly, like taking notes and getting pictures, but I want to just discuss the show with folks who watch the show. So every Wednesday night at 11:15 p.m., it'll be a quick um after show chit chat about snowfall. That will be my contribution to that show because I love that show. But let's get into Black Ink Crew. Okay, y'all know to do two things: subscribe. Okay, subscribe and do all of these things here. Okay, do all this: like, comment, share, relax, center, inhale. Okay, and whatnot. Y'all know also to follow me on social media, boom pow pow, at Jaylee's Corner and whatever. On IG and Twitter. Let's get into Black Ink Crew Compton. That's gonna be the first one we are going to discuss. Let's see. I came back quick because I was supposed to review this at 9, okay, but I pushed back the gossip chat till it was after 8. It was an hour and a half conversation. So again, I was like, man, let me get to it so that I can then go get in the bed and chill out because I've been working all day, okay. But hey, JayBirds, I am back. Thank you so much, okay. Black King Crew Compton. Um, these are the people of Black King Crew Compton or whatever. We think they're all fine. It's fine, fine, fine. What? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we see Lemire and KP still out here at odds, still fussing back and forth. I still think these are two handsome men, even though they are a different kind of handsome. They're still handsome. I like this. Both their hair is really nice and tight. Okay, they look good or whatever. They both look like they probably smell nice. I mean, Lemire looked like he may smell like weed, but like the good weed and bad weed or whatever, like expensive weed and whatnot. But again, they at odds. Like they are at odds because KP is upset because the people want Lemire to be the runner of the shop. Okay, he's upset about that. But now he's upset because Lemire called him a fake gangster. So now he's want to fight. Let's fight. Who? And I'm like, KP. KP is acting like a full on what's the words? A bitch. Okay? Because you should not be this emotionally invested personally based on bullshit. Okay? Lemire technically hasn't done anything to you. It's not his fault. The folk think he's better to run the shop. Like your issue should really not be with him. But I'm gonna leave that be too. Now with Lemire feel like I don't need him or whatever. I'm here to help him, which makes KP feel like he think he better than me. It's both some ego. Why am I real C's? It's both some ego shit with them, but more KP is on bullshit. And I'm like, I hope I need to follow him on social. I need to follow him like on Twitter because I'm like, I hope he now see that he was fully on bullshit the whole time, being upset with Lemire when Lemire didn't do anything particularly wrong. It's just two men who neither one of them want to admit that the other one may have a little bit of something that's right. And they may have to bow down a little bit. KP need to bow down enough to be like, okay, Lemire do want to help. He is an artist. I need artists. And Lemire need to bow down on the aspect of it is KP's shop. So, it is what it is. But again, they about to tussle. Okay, tussle. But security breaks them up. But again, it seemed like KP's issue was don't act like I'm a punk bitch, okay? Don't act like you can get these hands, okay? And Lemire felt like, well, don't act like I'm not a gangster. So I'm from Philly. Okay, Compton isn't the only, gangster place. I'm looking like these. Why are y'all fussing? For what? KP, sir, if you can grow up a little bit and stop being emotional, you'll be okay. Lemire, just stop thinking that you don't need the shop, because technically you being in the shop and him needing you means you need him too. Y'all better together. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that be, okay? But they separated, whatever, we're gonna leave that be. Now Lemire again felt like, I don't Lemire want KP to get. I don't mean you no harm, bro. Okay, I don't mean you no harm or whatever. But I'm saying I want to start my own shop because I'm talented. I also want to help protect the community or whatever. And if it can't be there with you, I'm gonna do something myself because that's what I want to do. And he later on talks to his wife, and he says his thing is, I came here from Philly to be a dope ass tattoo artist or whatever. But I started my happy ice business that kind of took off. And so my tattooing was, by the wayside, but now I need to fully focus on also being a whole tattoo artist. And I was like, that's great. Lemire has the right idea for himself, but excuse me, a part of me also wants him to stop making it seem as if KP didn't help him at all. They both helped each other. You know what I'm saying? Because had you not been, let's do this too. Somebody commented on my other Black Ink Crew thing and said that Lemire's Happy Eyes is really good. And I feel like, but let's not act like it didn't probably get more popular based on you premiering it and talking about it on the show. Because again, on season 1, you could barely afford to keep it afloat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cannot afford really to get a second truck. And I do think you being on the show and being able to promote it, you being more popular, you being more on social, all these things that came with you being on the show is a part of why that business flourished. So at least in that part, KP helped because you on the show with KP. So I do wish he'll stop making it seem as if I don't need KP. KP ain't shit. I'm great too. And you are great. You are a great artist as well. But again, it can go both ways. Um, it's just crazy how they be fussing. I want KP to stop leaning on the fact that he's from Compton. It's rough areas everywhere in the world. It is, but it is. However, when you in your city, it's different. Like, I'm from Detroit, and I know it's other rough cities or whatever, but you can't tell me shit in my own hood. You can't tell me shit here. You can't. I don't care where you from. You can feel it fine. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So it's that vibrato that people have in their town. And that's not a good or a bad thing, but you can't take away of where he's from. He in his own hood. But again, I'm like, anybody get ass whooped? I mean, I can't. But still. I'm a gangster too. Roar. That is funny. Why are you so upset about other people's opinions of you? Either run the shop or don't. Yeah. But that's why I'm really hoping KP's watching the season and seeing how foolish he looks. But we never know. But again, Lemire wants to own his own shop, and that's fine. Go ahead and let that be. Now who we go to? We see KP and Tim. KP and Tim meet up with KP's dad. Now KP brought up how he was raised by a single mom. His dad was not around that much or whatever. And it wasn't until later on that his dad kind of got back in his life. His dad is doing good. His dad is helping him rebuild and remodel the tattoo shop because of COVID stuff or whatever. Because of COVID protocol, they had to remodel things, probably make more space here, make more space there, whatever. And so dad is helping them do all that. But dad, like, what's going on? And so they bring up how, to keep people in shop because of some bullshit or whatever. I don't want Lemire here, whatever. He's out because he don't want to be loyal to me. He don't want to be loyal to what I want to do. And I think that whole word loyalty or whatever, it's like Lemire and KP's issues really aren't Lemire and KP's issues. It's more of KP being upset what other people said in support of Lemire, and he is just taking it out on Lemire. And that's the weird part. That I'm looking like, you want him out based on something somebody else said, but I'm leave that be or whatever. And the dad, like, what, one monkey don't stop no show. keep it pushing. And again, I don't have an issue with KP feeling like I don't want him here. Cool, but you can't act like he did something to you. He ain't do shit to you. He tried to explain how to do things business wise better, but again, I'll leave that be. Um, but that's really all. His dad bring up the remodeling thing should be done within a month, so the shop should be back open a month. And that's my thing. You complaining about people who you want at your shop not even open yet, KP. You still waiting on permits and things being inspected because they had to remodel things, the city had to come re-permit, re-inspect, and all that shit. So you complain about people who can't even come work there. Okay, you can't even work there. What's wrong with you? So that kind of make me mad. So it's weird that your shop not even open, sir. But I'm gonna leave that be. Now we see Alana. Alana go talk to her mama. And I'm like, Alana used to look like a mama. So that's a lot of mama. Okay. This was Alana season 1. This is her now. And I'm like, she really looked like her mom here. Even though you can tell she really just lost weight because her face is, not as pudgy, you can still also tell she had work done. Like it looked like she got her nose is more fluffy. Okay. The nostrils are different. She had a nose job and she got her lips done for sure. Her eyes are different, but that could be because of the lashes. But she for sure looks different. And I felt like, dang, she really used to look like her mom. And now she looked like she's had work done. Okay. It's like what's going on. A lot of look like a Minaj and Jason in the last pic. She for sure looks like girl. And she doesn't look bad. She does not look bad. But however, her face looks surgical. Her face doesn't look natural. I think it's one thing when someone, this if she looked fine before, has she not had her lips and nose done? Um, it also looked like she had fat put into her chin to make her chin be rounded out. But it was like, girl, I don't know what to do. I thought her mama was a cat from the was cat. I did too at first. I'm like, cat is here, but it's like no, it's her mama. But again, I was like, because I kept on saying, like, Pam looks so different. So I had to go get a picture from last season to be sure I wasn't tripping. And I'm like, okay, no, she does look different. And then her mom made me realize, okay, no, she does absolutely look different. Okay, but anyway, she will talk to her mom or whatever. Her mama did not like the fact that she moved to Arizona with that boyfriend or whatever. Her mom felt like you're allowing him to seclude you. You're allowing him to make you be to yourself. And I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it at all. Okay. And the Alana felt like, well, mom, it's not him doing that. I just want to be to myself right now. But it's not him that's doing that because the boyfriend still lives in Arizona and she's back in LA. Back in Compton. Okay, but for her, she's like, I'm interested to myself. It's weird because her mom like, I love you, I want to support you. And when she was crying, Alana was, and her mom was like, I'm gonna hug you and support you, whatever. I'm like, she not saying something. I don't know what she not. I'm like, is he beating you? Is he abusing you? Something going on, and I can't put my finger on it at this point in time. But I was like, it's on some bullshit. Now we then see all the girls have a girl night out, but the girls all get along. Okay. The issue is that the girls of the shop not vibing really with KP and Tim. Okay. And then KP and what KP mainly isn't vibing with Lemire. But all the women of the shop, have a vibe or whatever they get along. So they're all together, whatever. Star, who was the new office manager, whatever, she like, I just hope y'all can come back to shop and work, whatever, that y'all can sign your paperwork or whatever, and that y'all don't feel any kind of way about me based on what's going on with y'all and the men or whatever. And Nessie felt like, look, I don't mind the paperwork, I don't mind the new rules, but I feel like the new rules are not really for us. The new rules is really for other people, meaning the rules is for Tim and them KP's ass and whatnot. Okay. But she doesn't mind the rules. It's just that don't try to make it seem as if we doing shit wrong and it ain't this motherfucker here and this motherfucker there that's doing wrong or whatever. Okay, now Voodoo brings up how for her, I believe in the shop. I really believe in the shop. I want to be there. However, I do not want to be in any toxic ass work environment. And I'm like, it's toxic because Tim and K. It's weird because like Tim and KP, with this just being season 2, y'all on the same bullshit that like season 10 started doing like in season 5 and 6. Like they grew up to being complete assholes to the women of the shop. I'm like, how are y'all doing that so early? What's going on? Now, Alana brings up how I just want to come in, work, get my job done or whatever. That's it. I don't want any bullshit or whatever. I just want to work and leave it at that. And then Barbie, who we know is the receptionist, okay. Now, KP did say on last episode when it was at that meetup or whatever, how you fired, don't come back, we done with you. And I'm like, what she do? But she was one of the people who said, hey, I think Lemire better. And I think because you said Lemire better, you don't make us any money because you're just a receptionist. You don't tattoo. So we don't really need you because anybody can be a receptionist. Okay, anybody can do that where they can because some people fuck up. But again, her thing is like, I'm open to whatever, but the issue need to be cleared up between like the women and the men. And I'm like, they do. And it's KP and Tim. It really is KP and Tim. It's some bullshit or whatever. Now, a lot of them brings up how she's been dealing with a girl. A lot of them brings up how she's been dealing with a lot of things. And so that's why she's so ready to get back to work and she's been on chill mode. She then brings up how, well, she got so over the pandemic. So since 2019, she got pregnant. She starts crying. I'm like, oh shit. We know she had no kid. So I'm like, damn, what happened? So she said she got pregnant by that boyfriend. And then she, at around 6 months, she had a stillbirth. Okay. And so she was sick about that, you know what I'm saying, got depressed or whatever. So that's why her and the boyfriend moved to Arizona. That's why she took a break from tattooing. So again, pandemic happened, she pregnant, lost the baby, had a stillborn. So she gave birth to a stillborn. And of course that traumatized her. So she had to, go take a break. So that happened. Cool. So for her, she was just sick about that or whatever. I said, well, that makes sense to why she's so clingy to the boyfriend because again, they lost a child together. So I'm like, okay, that's why she's so protective of him and wants to be with him so bad. Even though the mama brought up how the boyfriend cheated. And that's when she said, I wish I would have not come on so much information about our bad times. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So she later on had the conversation with Barbie one-on-one because Barbie's a mom. And she brings up how the boyfriend was cheating on her and she found out he was cheating when she was 3 months pregnant. So again, I got pregnant, found out he was cheating, had a stillborn child. So again, I do think that's the main reason she's holding on to him because of that loss of that child. She don't want to lose him too, even though he seemed like he may not be shit. Because she said how he proved that he was gonna be better, whatever. And he admitted he was wrong. I'm like, a lot of men admit wrong and still do the same shit. I'm believe that be too. So Barbie brings up, I get it. I completely get it. Because my boyfriend or my fiance also cheated on me when I was pregnant too. I'm like, is this a goddamn? I was like, Lord Jesus. I was just like, what is going on here? It's just too much. It's too much emotion. But it's cool to see them both, I guess, bond over cheating boyfriends and fiancés or whatever. Now, of course, Barbie did not lose her child with that, and Alana did. But again, it's still like I can support you in how hard things are for you. But I also bring up that's weird that she then says how it's something else. I'm like, what the fuck else could it be? She then brings up how the boyfriend is actually in jail. I'm like, he in jail? So even though we were sending her on calls, it was prison calls. I was like, we didn't hear, call from prison, whatever. And something like, not he's in prison in Arizona. And that's probably the reason she came back to here to make some money. But again, she did not go into detail, but she said, the cops and the FBI, kicked in the door. And so he now went, in jail and prison or whatever, awaiting this or that. Now he said he may get out, soon, but she didn't say what the charges were, why the feds kicked in their door, why she was able to come back here, or nothing. But then I'm looking like it do seem like mama right. You are going through shit with that boyfriend and you won't let him go and he ain't no good right now. He was cheating when you was pregnant and now he in jail, girl, let him go. Move on, move past him. But she love him. I want to be with him forever and ever. We see Tim, who had the conversation with Ink Dripping. The last time we seen them talking, Tim was on some bullshit too, making it seem as if Ink Dripping was not being loyal enough and wasn't being around enough, in support of the crew. And Ink issue was, nigga, my house burned down. My grandma's sick. I'm saying I got things going on, and y'all on bullshit. So while I can appreciate Tim admitting to I shouldn't have snapped until I regret that on him or whatever because we cool. Um, and I need to realize I can't take shit personal. I can't be doing that or whatever. So cool. At least Tim realized that was me on some bullshit. Even though I do want Ink Dripping to know we want you around. We need you here to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay. But I was like, sir, it's ways to do that. And Ink think like, look, I was going through stuff or whatever. And not only was y'all not, I wasn't calling y'all didn't check up on me either. So you can't be upset as if y'all was checking on me and I just was not doing that back. Y'all ain't say shit to me at all. And I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. And Tim was like, well, we want you here. We need you here, whatever I'm saying. And I know it's been some bullshit before, but things don't change. It's gonna be different. I'm like, it's not. Y'all still treat the women like shit. And it's sad that Tim could have a civilized conversation with Ink, but couldn't have a civilized conversation with Nessie. You want Nessie to calm the fuck down, but you can fuss with Ink. That pisses me off. And I'm gonna keep reviewing this show and saying, Tim, you was a chauvinistic, misogynistic, narcissistic ass hoe based on how you talk to and treat the women of this show. I want to punch you in your throat. Okay, until you can realize that's not how you deal with, talk to, or handle the females of your business, you can kiss my ass, sir. Okay, you should not be able to have a civilized conversation with a man who ain't doing that much, as you say, he ain't around or whatever. That same calm, cool, we good energy should be given to the ladies. Okay, anyway. Ink said, look, sometimes I feel like tattooing may not be, like my end all be all passion because he's just going through a lot of shit right now. But tell him, like, look, if you come back, great. But if you don't come back, I get it. Ain't no hard feelings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. We'll still be cool. But again, it's like you have all this positive energy. My foot is itching, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I said in my live before, always keep you a good back scratcher because when you are recording videos and your foot itch, you can't get up and scratch it. Well, scratch it. But yeah, Tim pisses me off because you're giving Ink respect and you won't do that to the women. Let's see. I was on my page with the comments. Should have left her nose alone. Alana was prettier and natural before, and now her mama look better than her. I can see that. Baby Star may use Alana stillbirth against her when they fall out. Ooh, I hope she don't. Cause if she do, Alana should beat that ass. Okay. Kids is off limits. I've yet to watch both shows. I watched them this weekend. Black Ink Cruise, Chicago or not Chicago. What's this one? Compton or New York. They not bad. They're watchable. That's why for me it's easy. It's easier to review them because I don't have to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? She done my pregnant. Ling Ling got my Ling Ling get my pistol. But Tim's still gonna be on one if people come back. He is, and I'm like, KP should get Tim gonna fuck up your business. Like at least with Ted on New York, Ted sometimes sit back and don't say shit. By the time Ted gets involved and starts saying things, it's probably because someone didn't say something to him, and that's why he, getting older. Getting involved. I just in the comments said older in the top of my head. But sometimes Ted don't say he just be there in the background. Tim like to say shit. Tim like to speak up on things that I feel like, sir, you don't have the right to do that. Shut up. Okay. He was very ignorant. I agree. Okay. You know you get older when you can when you have to keep a back scratcher. Back scratcher. And I don't really scratch my back that often, but I hate when the middle of my back itch and I can't reach it. And I'd be like, I'll be good now, whatever. But yeah, when I'm on here live or doing whatever, and I can't, stop and go and scratch my leg and get up, I'd be like, girls, back scratch out. Anyway, we do see KP talking to, it was like a friend of his who has her own food truck or whatever. And I think the point of this was something else that happened in the old season 2 that we did not get to see. So during that season 2, it was a dude named Polo, and Polo now works on this friend's food truck. Okay, but in the season 2, they recorded that in the season 2 they recorded back in 2020 that they can't use now. Polo's going to be an apprentice. Where's Polo? Boom. Polo, who was in jail for 12, was in prison for 12 years. Okay, as he said, because he was brought, the wrong people or whatever, started gang banging, ended up in prison for 12 years. So I'm like, what happened? Did you rob? Girl, because he didn't say what he went to jail for, but he's out. And so he learned tattoo in prison, and he wanted to be an apprentice, learn tattoo more, and he was hired as an apprentice again previously on that 2020 season 2, but again, that ain't happening here because the shop's closed down. And so now he's working on a friend's food truck to earn money. And so he really he was not begging, but he was for sure like putting his bid to say, hey, I would really appreciate if I can come back and be the apprentice and, and make money here or whatever. And I'm like, first of all, he has the confessional. Okay, I did not get that. He has a confessional. Okay, so I'm like, he might be on the rest of the season. Okay, he might be. I'm like, he's kidding. I like him or whatever. Anyway, but Kate, I can't guarantee anything. Well, I'm gonna talk to the folk or whatever, see how they feel, and then I'll let you know, because he wants to see who coming back to see what's going on. Yes, he's fine. Okay, Polo is cute. Okay. I love the tattoos. Okay. And he got pretty eyes and stuff. But again, hey Polo, how you doing? Anyway, so when KP go and talk to was Tim, Star, the other dude, I think his name is Chris, the other tattoo guy, whatever, about possibly bringing on Polo. I love that KP's point was, I want to make a space for people who are, past felons, maybe out of prison, to be able to have something to look forward to, whatever, to help them get back into the world. So again, they want to possibly bring on Polo to be on the show. And I'm like, look, Adam. I said Adam because it's cute. But again, was it Star? I think Star, maybe Tim, or whoever was saying how they really want the others back, who aren't there. And then KP said, look, I told y'all this. I don't care, but what I do know is Barbie can't come back. Okay. Barbie can't come back because she on some bullshit. I don't like it. And KP's issue again is Barbie's one of the people who said, I think Lemire is better. And I think his issue is he's known Barbie for years. We have to remember KP and Lemire did not know each other for long, like at all. They haven't known each other for years or whatever. So I do think he feel like, Barbie, you've known me forever. Why would you choose someone else over me? But again, stop being in your feelings, KP. I get why you felt that way, but you have to take that out of business shit. Okay, it's just stupid. Doing tattoos in prison is doing tattoos is prison on learning trade. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's true. You can learn to do things in prison that you can, take on the outside. So again, a dude's in prison for 12 years. That's a long time. I think he said he learned within 2 years how to do it. So that's why he would be an apprentice and not an actual tattoo artist who, like, is regular or not. But again, back to KP saying, I don't want to ride around here. Like, she fired. Like, she was let go. Okay. Now, later on, Barbie is texting Star because she's trying to contact KP, and KP will not respond to her. So, girl, Barbie texts Star to say, hey, can you set up a meeting between me and KP? Now, KP in there, like, I'm chilling, I'm relaxed, whatever. I'm getting tattoo done. I don't want no negative energy, whatever. I do not want to talk to her. That's why I'm not returning her phone calls. She's like, yeah, but like, she here. Like she outside. He like, I don't care. Like I don't want to meet with her. So Star and Tim goes out to talk to Barbie. You gotta know this is Barbie right here. Okay. And then they come out or whatever. Tim feel like Barbie is the weakest thing. While Tim is an asshole shit starter, I get what he meant. When you own a business and technically Barbie is somebody who they pay to work for them. She is not a tattoo artist who brings money into the shop. So if your shop not making no money and she can't make y'all no money, that dude can make her a weak link because she can't make you any money. And I'm like, I get what he meant, but again, I still don't like Tim's antics at all because again, to me, Tim is also a weak link. Because what does he do? Okay, but I wonder if Tim was like the money man who gave KP some money to start the shop, and that's why he's around here doing nothing or whatever. Anyway, so when Star tell Barbie how KP, he doesn't want to talk to you, whatever I'm saying, because he just shouldn't know whatnot. That's fine. That's fine. So Barbie leaves and goes outside. Now she tells Star like you need to watch yourself because I was in your position before. Like, I was here, you know, working for them or whatever. Now look at me, I'm done. But for Barbie, she feels like I don't want to be around here having to kiss ass. Or be somewhere I'm not wanted. I'll leave and I'll be done. And so she's done. Now, right, Tim just runs his mouth. And that's it. Okay. So he's also a weak link. If she's a weak link, so are you. Gets my damn nerves. So Barbie gets a car. She calls Samir to tell him how you seeing KP on some bullshit. I'm over KP's bullshit or whatever. I was here. If you want to talk to me, I'm done, done, done. Leave me be. Let me like, oh, okay, cool. He said, well, I want you to know I'm gonna open up my own tattoo shop and I want you to work for me. And I was like, this is getting messy. It's getting messy. Because it's like, but Lemire's point is, I want to show him better than I can tell him. So if his fear is, I'm trying to take his shit, let me take his shit. I'm going to open up my own shop and I'm taking whoever I can who used to work for you. I'm looking like it's going to be some bull of the shit. And KP, like, look, I'm not afraid to cut people off. I don't care. They're talented like Lemire, or if I've known them for 15 years, like I've known Barbie. I'm not here for anybody who don't, it's not on my side. And it's hard because I feel like you do want people in your shop that see your vision and they want to do things how you want things done. And if they don't, they can leave. They can be done. However, KP is the one being too fucking emotional to see you doing the wrong thing. You pushing the wrong folks away for the wrong reasons based on some ego bullshit. So that's KP's misstep. And that's why he is not the best person to run a shop if you can't take your emotions out of it. You will forever be making bad business decisions because you can't think logically, you're thinking emotionally. And that's on bullshit. So that was the whole episode for Black Ink Crew. Compton, please take a second to like the video. And now we're on to Black Ink Crew New York. The other bullshit, okay? Both of these shows are bullshits for different reasons. But again, like I said, I can get them both done quick of the lead, okay? I just seen a comment I wanted to put up. Let's see. Tim and KP don't realize they are ruining their own brand. They need to take the feelings out of it and let it be about business. And I agree. I feel like if this show gets to season 3, that's a big if. That's a big if. If this show gets to season 3, I do feel like they will have to address we can't be on bullshit. We can't be out here, not realizing it's some bullshit. Okay, but let's move on to the Black of the Ink of the New York. Okay, the other bullshit. So C's out here really having a press conference about his pursuing of his baby mama. And who do I blame? Who do I think is fully at fault for this bullshit? These two folks right here. Okay, look, I don't trust these because eyebrows too arch. I don't trust any couple who have matching arch eyebrows. I don't know why I didn't remove the background from this one, but um, I don't trust him. I don't trust her. I also don't trust her. I don't like the fact that she got them two little ponytails in the front. Okay. I don't trust her eyebrows. I don't trust her fake edges. I don't trust her. Again, her and C's should not have matching arch eyebrows. Now their eyebrows look better than mine. Okay. But they both filled in the same way. I thought they both use he don't use, lip gloss. But I think his bottom lip has some lip gloss on it or whatever. And I'm gonna leave that be. But I don't trust her. I fully blame her for this bull of the shits. Okay, it's her because she was out there fussing with that man's daughter, and he really want to act like it's not him. It's my baby. No, it's you. It's you too. Okay, so they're at this little press conference and whatnot. And the lawyer, like, we're gonna have this press conference for the blogs. We're gonna have the blogs come. I'm like, the blogs, not the news companies, not the judges, the blogs. I said, this is a bunch of bullshit. This is about to be some bull of the shit all up and through. And the moment I was like, how do I know it's a bullshit? The minute I seen this, okay, when I seen the girl here recording the camera, because my thing is she's pointing the camera at a camera and she in flip flops. No one comes to a press conference in flip flops. Okay, no one comes to a press conference that is a serious press conference and flip fucking flops. Them are slide-ins. Okay, no one is in a professional type dress because her dress looks her outfit looks nice, but I'm like, your toes is out. Right, it's an IG press conference. That's what it was. I seen somebody else in the back who had sandals on, like some Payless ones or whatever, and like some thong. I'm like, what? No. This is some bull of the shit, okay? And then we see all the cast watching the press conference, even Walt. Walt then popped up. Walt back. Walt, I've heard about what's going on with Steve. I'm saying it's crazy. So Walt and Jen, his wife, is watching, and I'm like, first of all, when it got a close up of the phone, I'm like, first of all, I say one day ago. Why y'all making it seem as if they watching this live? No, the thing say one day ago, a whole day ago. Okay, I'm leaving that be too. But at the tattoo shop, we're sitting and waiting for the press conference to start. Okay, I'm like, it was an IG press conference for the fucking girl. It made me so mad. Okay. Well, it's C's. Do we honestly expect more? No, we do not. Sounds like the press conference. Well, that's the big one of our. I was like, hold up, is she wearing slide-ins? I say she isn't slide-ins. And the camera is pointed at the camera. Her phone is recording her. Really, ma'am? And your slide-ins, okay? I was like, get out my face. Those are shoes you do put on when your feet hurt because you had on heels all day. But you leave your heels on, because I don't see heels nowhere around, and you walk up in there in flip-flops. Get out my face, people. And again, we don't trust nobody who got matching eyebrows with their girlfriend, who we don't like. Okay, don't leave that be. So he gives us the press conference. Okay, but before that, okay, the girlfriend again who was fussing with the daughter on social media. We don't trust her. We don't like her, whatever. And the media needs to hear your side. No, they don't. They don't, because you lying, okay? And his mom there too. The mom then say, son, because he was bringing up how he's wondering, like, should I really do this? Should I do this? And mom then said, you should never have second thoughts when doing anything because you never win when you have second thoughts. I said, the fuck? Who told her that lie? You know how many bad situations would not have happened if someone would thought taking a second to have a second thought? Okay, there are many murderers and money launderers and people in prison who would have, if they would have had 1 second thought to not do the dumb shit, they may not be in the predicament they are in. So it's mama saying you should never second guess. Mama, shut up. Love you to death because you're somebody's mama. Not trying to be rude, not trying to be disrespectful, but mama, shut up. You telling him he should not second guess this proves that you put up and back up with his bullshit. Okay. Then she gonna say you always put your daughter first. I said, Mama, when? When did C's put his daughter first? When he allowed the woman he dating to fuss and cuss on her online? If he put his daughter first, he would not be here fussing about filing a suit against her mama. I said, look at his mama perpetuating his deadbeat big lit ass and the book of, I was like, Lord Jesus. This is why foolishness be happening and why deadbeat daddies and deadbeat men stay deadbeats. Because of the women around them support them. His fucking mama and that punk ass girlfriend who I don't like. Anyway, he did bring up his mom had a few brain surgeries. I'm gonna blame the doctors. I'm gonna blame the doctors who did her brain surgeries as to why she not thinking clearly about saying don't second guess yourself because you're a good father. He ain't. He ain't. Now Ted was supposed to come. Can't tear hair, but Ted said nah, not today. I can't be down there with him doing bullshit. I'm like, Ted, for the first time you want to be logical, okay? For the first time you at least making a good decision and saying I can't stand with him when he do that. Why not tell him, C's, don't do that. Come on back around here. Don't do the press conference. Did you tell him don't do it, or did you just allow him to do it and you didn't get involved with him? You didn't stand beside him, but you also didn't say to him verbatim, you shouldn't do this. You should not do this. I was like, see, it's the bullshit. Now, for him, at least he's saying, um, he also was like not talking to C's. So for a few days after the press conference, he was avoiding C's or whatever. I'm like, whatever. We see Walk. Walk who said I didn't rob the shop or whatever, but I just been working on my comedy and my photography or whatever. But I see Steve going through it. So I want to reach out to him and talk to him to check on him. I'm like, fuck Steve. He fired you and accused you of robbing the place that you said you did not rob. Man, fuck him. Okay. And see, I feel judged. Not by the courts, but by social media, by my daughter's mother, and it hurts, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no one should give two fucks about C's up here lying, getting on my nerve, on all my nerve, because I was like, no, this is not true. And then, okay, one more photo. I feel like, his lawyer ain't shit either, okay? Because boom. The fact that C's, for one, looked like he on drugs right there, I was like, honey, did the cocaine just kick in? Joke. I am not saying at all that he is on drugs. Okay, I am not saying at all he is on drugs. What I'm saying is right here, as a funny joke, allegedly, it looked like cocaine may have just kicked in, but I don't think that meant on drugs. Okay, that's not a fact at all. It's me joking. Anyway, so I feel like we all knew this is bullshit because why he on there in chains? Okay. And I'm like, whose suit jacket did he borrow? I don't think it was a suit jacket. It's like it all made me mad. Okay. It all made me upset. And it wasn't until, she was saying things about me on social media that I'm like, this isn't about my daughter, it's not about my daughter. It's only about my baby mother. Okay, I built myself up, out the mud, and I just want my daughter to be proud of me. You want your daughter to be proud of you as you sue her mother? Really? I mean, I am not the brightest bulb in the lamp, but I feel like no child is going to be cool with daddy suing mama after I said daddy put his hands on me. Because let's not forget, Crystal is going off what her daughter told her happened. C's is acting like it was Crystal who came up with these allegations. No, your daughter told her this would happen, and she going balls to the walls like I'm going to support my daughter. And you can never say, "Well, this isn't about my daughter" when you are suing her mother. Okay, that's dumb. Okay, now later on, he brings up how well it wasn't until after the press conference or whatever he started thinking like, what was it the right decision? Should I have done that? Will I ever be able to talk to my daughter again? I wouldn't. I would never talk to my father again if he sued my mama. Ever. 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 When she's speaking on things that I told her you did to me. I told her you put your hands on me so my mama's pissed. Mama's in mama bear mode and daddy, fuck you. So you can see he deserves whatever he gets or whatever. I'm skipping over because other stuff didn't matter. C gets a text from Walt who wanted to check on him and see how you doing because again, what's going on here, sir? I gotta figure it out. And so C's like, I'm surprised to hear from from Walt, and I ain't heard from Ted. And I was like, because Ted know you want bullshit. Okay. And that's what it is. Oh, let's see. I forgot the comments. The comments. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Look like a few extras in VH1 gave them basic refreshments for their time. Sounds in the press conference. Well, it is VH1 of it all. I bet you the people there at the conference was actors or people that wanted a tattoo or people was on the streets. That's why he's saw yes father. It's always that one mama low key enforcing the dead beatness of it all. I can not. Okay. Ted wants to get some act right about himself because he ain't got nothing else to do. It's crazy, honey. Everyone's gone. Everyone's leaving. I mean, he looks just like Brown though in that suit. See, social media judge everybody. See, social media judges everybody. It does. It does. So production had this cheap set for. I think that was production and his lawyers who felt like, okay, the attention on me, I can start a show. I don't believe it's about the daughter of Chris. I don't believe it's about the daughter. Krista making this all about her. Well, should I say both of them making it about them? That's never about the child. This is the thing. Crystal got involved when C's girlfriend got involved. That's it. When you go at my child, I got an issue with you. Okay? Points blank, period. Okay. And that girlfriend created this whole mess with C's. Right. It was her. It was her. Okay. But again, C's meeting with Walt. They met up somewhere, and C, like, I just can't believe all the stuff I've been through, what I'm saying? Like, what's up? And Walt said, because I've been here, what's going on with you? I just want to know, you doing okay? I'm just trying to check on you. What's going on? And C's again, like, I've been through so much betrayal that I'm used to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So one thing or the other, I'm not surprised that I'm having to sue my child's mother because so many folks have betrayed me or whatever. He said, I even thought I was Ted because at that point, Ted wasn't talking to him. He said, that's why I'm talking to you now, Walt, because we've had so much history together. Now, when C said, me and you got history, we've known each other for a long time and been through shit. Walt then said, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Even like, I know what's fake. And, me breaking to the shop and stealing $5K, that isn't me. And when he said that, C made it seem like he up here trying to give excuses and talk about him. Like he not even here to talk about and help me through my shit like it's about him. So C is upset as if Walt is there trying to excuse whatever going on. I'm like, you so dumb. You're so dim-witted. The fact of the matter is Walt responded saying that because you said you've known me for so long, you've been betrayed by whoever else or whatever, and we have history. A part of that history is you or people assuming I robbed the shop and stole $5K, and that ain't me. So I'm speaking on our history because of what you said. But C's is dumb. And so C's asked, well, look, if the shop had never been broken into, would you have came clean and told us about the money you took? Because he admits he took like $400 that he paid, but he was gonna pay back or whatever. He said, well, I've been trying to reach you for like 2 weeks before the shop got broken into to talk to you about it. C's feel like, well, you only reached out to talk to me on camera, not off camera. But I'm like, but if he reached out to talk to you in general, why would you not, you know what I'm saying, hit him back or whatever? So it's bullshit for Walt to say, I was trying to tell you in person, face to face, even if it was gonna be on the show, I was still trying to tell you and you didn't hit me back. Okay. And when C said, well, why didn't you just send it in the text? I'm like, who the fuck text somebody and say, hey, I stole some money from the shop. Just want to let you know, dot, dot, dot. It's like, no, I want to have a conversation with you and face to face to say what happened. But again, C's on bullshit. Okay. C thinks, you didn't text me about it or whatever. You hurt my feelings, Joe, because we were friends, Joe, for so long or whatever. And, people that already been doing things against me, and then you added on. I'm like, oh, get out my goddamn face, look, bro. And so what I love was Walt saying, we all had dreams of all of us doing this together forever, but life don't always go how we plan. If you remember season 1, no one has stayed the whole time except Ted. And that's because Ted don't care. Ted don't do shit until it's his cousin. But everybody else, Sassy's gone. The first female girl named Alex is gone. Oh shit is gone. Puma was gone for years and he then came back. And now Walt, as he's saying, him saying, because like he said, I had already fallen out with everybody except you. So I don't even know how this is gonna go on. And Walt, like, well, it won't be the same, okay, but things can get better. And when C then say, I can't be around Walt no more, I'm saying, I hope Walt gets this or whatnot, I'm saying, but I have to think about me or I'm gonna go crazy. I'm like, nigga, what? It angers me that C's likes to play victim and not think about the bullshit or the mistakes he's made. My eyes itching. And he make it seem like everybody is always betraying him. I'm like, no one is betraying you, but things happen. And Walt was right. We all thought we would all be here, but we not. Everyone's gone. And when the fact that Sassy never really came back and stayed to me show it was some bullshit. Because at first Puma and Sassy came back kind of together a little bit, and then we didn't really see Sassy anymore. It's weird as shit that they're getting rid of most of the original crew or people who came in the beginning, and we don't have many women anymore in the shop. Because even though we have Tati, Crystal, and Bay, I'm like, hell, Crystal, Tati finna be in prison. Whatever. But he tells Walt, I wish you the best, you know what I'm saying? But you're not a part of Black Ink Crew anymore, you know what I'm saying? And I don't hate you, but I have to do what I have to do. And they kind of shake hands or whatever and walk away. And then we see Walt give a little goodbye confession about, how he's learned. I'm like, so last week Donna was being done. Last week Donna gave her goodbye speech. And so she done. And this week they did Walt. I'm like, who next? Alex? It's just weird. It's like, are y'all getting rid of folk? Because I still don't. I do not think Walt robbed that place, but I do think, because if he had already stole 500, it was no reason he could have just stole more. Because he stole the money y'all ain't even know. So it didn't make sense for him to have to break in to get more money. So it's just weird, okay? But let me get into some comments from y'all, and then we're going to move on to the last part, which is Tati's barbecue. But no, first, I need to want to like the video. Please, thank you. Because liking is the thing to do, okay? Anyway, so, what was the fun about? Oh, yeah. Tati's barbecue. This is the end of it all. Tati has a barbecue at her house because she wants to mend, the Black King family with her family, and because Spider them was always fussing fighting, they wanted to have like it's a good event. And she also had to figure out a way to tell Season them that she's about to go to jail. Because I feel like she's going to jail. Okay, she's going to jail. And so it was whatever. So Spider get there. Yo, Spider, where you at? Boom, Spider. And it's weird because they're like, the last time we seen him, he was fussing and fighting with Rock and Crystal. So Puma pulled both Rock and him to the side, Spider to the side, so they can have a little conversation. Now Puma tried, I guess, to be as neutral as he could. Was I gonna do comments? Comments. Let me go some comments first because that's what I was about to do, and I forgot. Let's see. Oh, Ted and the dog is sickening. Ted and this is my daughter. It's the dog. This show is trash. She has people on it. You know what I'm saying? The girlfriend, she's trash. Ted and the dog like it's a companion dog. This is karma for how they did Kitty. Yeah, I can kind of see that a little bit too. Everything is always about Steve that gets on my nerves when it comes to him. I agree. What does Semi say? Thief. Simi from Coming to America. That's how Steve feels about Walt. True. That just needs to come back to the show. She was the hardest. That is not true. Duchess was not the heart of the show. Duchess helped create the bullshit when it was a separation between C's and the artist. So Duchess does not need to come back. Duchess is fine where she at. Leave her be. I do not at all believe she was the heart of the show. She was a great artist and she had a good heart at times, but she helped create the divide that broke up the camaraderie with everybody else when she was fucking C's. I miss the old Black King crew. Oh shit, sassy. Duchess remember oh shit and his 20 different yes. All them kids. The girlfriend was speaking with the daughter about her side, but she wanted to stick beside her and not his daughter, which is bullshit. I can't support no man who does not support his daughter. And that's crazy. This show is colorist look at the women they kept. I mean, I don't think it's colorist. I don't think this show is more misogynistic than it's colorist. So I don't agree with that. All of the cast members, including Ted, have already admitted that Walt stealing the money was for storyline. But we shall see. Although I hate Seeds of the Passion, Crystal shouldn't even have put their business. It wasn't Crystal. That's what I think people don't get. It wasn't Crystal. His daughter put it out. His daughter stated what her father did to her. Seeds' girlfriend then was going back and forth with the daughter. That's when Crystal got involved. So no one should be saying Crystal should have done that. Crystal supported her daughter, her teenage daughter, who was complaining about her father, put his hands on her, and then the father's girlfriend, the adult girlfriend, was then fussing back and forth on social media with a 15-year-old kid. And that kid's mom then got involved. So I don't blame Crystal at all. And I will for sure talk cash money shit about my child's father who allowed his girlfriend to come at our child. So I don't blame Crystal. Fuck C's and fuck that girlfriend. If I was Caesar, I would just I think it's spam in here. Let me see if I can block this person. Yeah, I just seen all the foolishness of the spam stuff. But I just lost the comment. If I was Caesar, I would have just been mad about Walt taking 500 without even asking me for it. Other than that incident, I still don't think Walt robbed shop. I don't either. And I think anyone, thinking that he did do something or whatever, it's like, no, that isn't what he did. He couldn't have did it because it just doesn't make any sense to me. For that to be something that happened. Crystal did the right thing, and if she was to act like a fool, like I would like I would, she would have got the blame anyways. Right. It be some bullshit. Um, but at Tati's barbecue for the people or whatever, and Puma talking to both Rock and Spider, Puma tried to be neutral and saying, Rock, you do know that you and Crystal been on some bullshit. Y'all both have not been on top of y'all job. Y'all do be late, you know what I'm saying, because y'all a dynamic duo. So y'all both be on that shit or whatever. And I'm like, Rock, so you know what? All right, that's true. But when they brought up how Crystal got a stick mouth, I don't like it when men make it seem as if we as women can't have a stick mouth, but they can. You know what I'm saying? She's feisty, whatever. I'm like, whatever. And even though Puma said, like, my wife, has that aspect too. And when Rock say, I know that I've been trying to, or I've been helping her control herself or whatever, how she go off. And there's a difference between saying, I don't want her, I'm trying to help her not be going off for no reason, versus because she's a woman, she don't have the right to be pissed off and get just as booked as a dude would. So that's that thin line between don't make it seem as if because I'm a woman, I can't even just speak my mind. So that was on bullshit a little bit. But Puma then said to Spider, you was on bullshit too, because you was completely out of control or whatever on bullshit, and it seemed like you was more pissed about something else and not the situation. And I'm like, at least Puma again called them both out on the part they played, in that. Um, that's how it went around New York. That's how some of us is here, and even in Detroit. But I do feel like you do see more women, in the New York area, whatever, the state of New York, who get buck. You know what I'm saying? So I do get that's how they are. So that's why it pissed me off that they make it seem like, oh, Crystal, isn't this, soft, quiet, whatever. Because folks in New York ain't like that. So that's y'all know that. So leave the bullshit alone. But again, Spider to admit how, I'm saying, I was on bullshit. I was being extra, whatever. It's because I've been dealing with these health issues, whatever, this toothache, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he at least acknowledges that he was on bullshit. It was too much. And it was not really all about them. And I'm like, well, at least he could do that. Okay. So they then shake hands or whatever. But I'm like, they shook hands in Atlanta. And we thought it was squashed in Atlanta. So I feel like Spider don't have the right to keep taking out his frustrations out on Crystal and Rock. Because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Crystal and Rock, wasn't late or whatever, or maybe have issues. But again, Spider, that ain't your job to be on top of them when they ain't doing shit right. That's on Tati and Puma or whoever else. So bullshit. So we do see Tati tell sees by her being arrested. It's 2 felonies, it's 2 A felonies or whatever. And when I got arrested last month, 2 years ago, the last time, they tapped my phone. When she said they tapped my phone, I'm like, oh, they knew you was involved then. They knew that you would lead them to your friend or whatever. So the fact that your phone was tapped and that's how they got more evidence, not only on you, but on him for drug trafficking, that's because you in that circle. How you around here with drug trafficking? How? For what? And because it's 2 felonies, 2 A felonies, period, like 3 to 7 years, so she can get like up to 15 years for both charges or whatever. And when she's like, I just don't want me being a habitual felony criminal. That's what I call her. She's a habitual felony criminal. Okay, let's not act like, oh, no. She's a habitual felony criminal, and she like, I don't want that to get in the way of the growth I've had in the company on the show, whatever. And when C said, oh, it's okay, you fine, you good, I was like, oh, to me, what I heard him say was, we need a storyline. So you being a habitual felony criminal, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You can still be here. Doesn't matter that you're involved in drug trafficking. Y'all got rid of Donna for a comment she made on social media, but you're gonna keep Tati, who was arrested in connection with drug trafficking. I've never liked Tati much. And while I can say she's much more calm now, because she knows she can't beat everybody's ass and she calmed down a little bit and she got no more backup now. I don't care if Tati go to prison, because if you was arrested a couple years ago, they tapped your phone, you stay in that same bullshit. That's on you, mama. That's on you. And it's what the fuck ever. Okay. Lastly, we do see Ted and C's meet up or whatever, and C's is upset because he had to go see Ted. Okay, because you ain't answering my phone calls. I'm around here. I'm see about you. Um, why you ain't talking to me? And Ted like, look, I could not, you know, stand beside you. Couldn't be there with my brother when I feel like you on some bullshit. Can't do it because my thing is, what about Cheyenne? How was Cheyenne dealing with? How would she have felt seeing her father, her grandmother, and me, who's like her uncle, okay, on this thing about her mom? I'm like, that's true. No one up there except Ted was thinking about Cheyenne because that's what's on the fact. Period. Okay. And for C's to feel like I felt betrayed because you wasn't there, man, fuck you. C's is not about you. And again, as your mama said, you always push Cheyenne first, not this time. Because right now, C's is concerned about everybody. I'm sorry, about nobody but himself. How I feel. I feel betrayed. Why would you do that for me? He was there for your daughter. Okay. That's who he said. I love that he's, you know what I'm saying. I have loyalty to you, but you know what I'm saying, when she's involved, it's different. And I want to be able to be sure if she ever wants to connect with you, I can be that connection because again, me and her still talk. Cause you and her, because he don't talk to his daughter. He don't. But Ted, like I still do, and I wasn't there, and I can't support you in what you're doing. And when C said, well, why didn't you tell me that before? Nigga, you ain't know. You ain't know? No, that's on you. And it's just bullshit. They talk a little bit about it or whatever and kind of come to a conclusion of, you know what I'm saying, it's fine, fine, fine. You know what I'm saying? We've been through whatever. But for C to feel like, because I like how Ted said, um, no, C said he don't know how to fix things with his daughter. And I'm like, without going through a mama? You want to fix things with your child, but you was suing her mama. C's is stupid. He's completely an idiot. And I'm like, let him just, I'm gonna tell him, let him burn somewhere. But you can get out of my face with it. Get out of my face with it because you not being honest about you being on bullshit. You just wanting attention and you just wanting to have a good image to the media people or whatever. Get out of my face. Um, let's see, but that's some ish that they let Walt be in the ghetto to use him as storyline. Tati's plan for sympathy that I don't have. No one has any sympathy for her. I think why Crystal was like that is maybe because she had to prove herself 10 times harder and said two businesses working than men. Spider has obviously been trying her, and that would piss me off too. But that's what happened in last season. He was making it seem as if I can teach you something. And she was like, Nick, I've been tattooed for 10 years. So they already had that fight. So why do you still want to keep coming at her and think she won't come at you, back harder? But again, it's like whatever. I fight Ted is preparing us for my wife's pregnant. That ain't his wife for one. It's not his wife. I do feel like he may be trying to play us, but I'm like, get out my face, Ted. I don't care. Caesar always wants people to agree to the bullshit like he do. And I love that Ted didn't do that this time. Ted made sure to say, you know what I'm saying? I don't support that bullshit. Thank you, Alexandra. Um, my question is why get rid of yo dude that stole on the books, but Tati literally out here a big drug lord. Look at that house making me think he already knew I'm sad I am. It's always some bullshit with Ziggs. It is. He never wants to be wrong. He wants yes men. And I think he got to learn his lesson by his daughter not fucking with him. And he deserved it. Okay. Anyway, but that is the whole review. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner to subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching my TV chat for Black Ink Crew New York and Black Ink Crew Compton. Thank y'all for the live watchers. Thank y'all for the rewatchers as well. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Do all these things here. Okay. You understand? Do all these things here. Okay. You see it? Do all these things around here. Okay. I will be back tomorrow. night, I am reviewing Snowfall. It will be a after show live chat every Wednesday at 11:15 Eastern time. We're going to talk about the episode, okay? Not no full review. I ain't gonna have no notes. I want to just talk about the show with people who watch it. So again, tomorrow night, at 11:15, Snowfall review. Other than that, I have a go. I love you all. I had a great time. I had a what I do? I did a gossip chat, so make sure to go watch that video as well. Other than that, I gotta go. Love you all. Peace.